Hey guys, it's been some time, but we are back at it for a special edition of Game Night with Mike, Gee, and Nelly.
Mm-hmm.
It's been some time. How long? What's the last time we recorded with each other?
A while.
What's a while though?
The year and some change.
Ooh. What's happened in the year and some change?
A whole lot.
We're still together. Well, there's that. What else?
What else has happened? We've gone a couple places.
Ooh, what was your favorite place you've been to so far?
New Orleans.
Yeah.
Yeah. New Orleans. We had a great time in
New Orleans.
We
was on this boat ride that really the food was terrible. Like, I love New Orleans. The food there is great.
The food was okay. It wasn't like disgusting, but I mean it wasn't like five-star.
It wasn't worth the money. Like, we could have did with.
Okay, I could go for that. Yeah.
So we went on his birthday. We went on a little boat ride down the Mississippi, and that was pretty dope. Actually,
yeah, it was nice.
And I feel like everybody around us was just like obnoxious, so we just laughed.
We just kind of just did our own thing, okay?
We were trashed.
God.
We went to a distillery, which is one of my favorite things to do in every city I go to, which has now been, I guess, a staple for when we go places, because we've gone to Nashville, we trashed there.
Yeah, trashed.
Where's the we been? We didn't go to one in Orlando.
No.
But that wasn't for that.
Did we still get trashed though in Orlando?
I think we were high.
We got mad high that night.
Like that night when we sat outside.
We sat outside. Yeah, we had sat outside underneath this little canopy thing outside and got toasted.
That I remember.
That was that's what
that
we did.
That was the highlight, I think, of the trip. Was when
got toasted in.
We didn't really have good weather out there, so that's why we were
it was trying to like on and off so much.
But okay, we've been on trips. Oh, my fave. You know what I mean? I liked Nashville.
We had a good time in Nashville. Nashville was fun.
We had a ball.
We was on the party bus. We was on the party bus.
We was on a party truck.
The party truck. Right.
We was on the party truck.
It was like the trolley.
Yeah, it was like a tour, and it was a boozy thing. So it was.
Yeah, that was fun. It had a little horse thing in the front. You could sit on.
The ghost tour we went on was actually really dope.
That was wild.
That's something else we've done, like in cities we've gone to, is go into ghost tours.
Ghost tours.
Don't ask us why, but we like it.
Facts.
But the Nashville one, it was so in depth, even though we walked like forever.
It was forever. It was long walks, but I mean, it was still cool.
And at the time, you were always complaining about your feet. Like there was a lot of shit actually going on when I think about that trip. Like, he wasn't eating meat at the time. His feet kept hurting. I was just like, I'm gonna leave you home because I can't do this. But no, we had a good time. So okay, we did some trips. Someone has finally completed
my EP.
EP. And that's what we're here for. We're gonna do 21 questions. Apparently, Michael Bostic has informed me before we started recording that he was going to ask me questions. So
no, maybe.
I don't know if that's gonna happen.
Maybe.
But I have questions for him. As he is anticipating his release of A Love Story Chapter 2.
Mm-hmm.
Super excited. I feel like I told him I wanted to interview him just because it would be fun, but also because I kind of was there from the beginning.
Right.
So I've seen everything.
Yeah, she's been there from song number 1 pretty much.
Yeah, so I wanted to not only talk about that, but also have people kind of get to know you as an artist.
Yeah.
Because they know, Michael Bostic, the wrestling fan.
Right.
The one that everyone likes more than me.
I can't help that.
All of my friends like him.
Can't help that.
But so yeah, we wanted to get to know the artist formally. Oh my God, like Prince.
Yeah.
Would you ever go by one name?
No.
What do you think about people that go by one name?
That's fine.
Is it narcissistic?
No, it has to work. Like, no, I mean, it just once you got that one person with that one name, nobody else can have it. So it's like you'll never see another artist named Joe. It'll always be Joe something.
Does Joe have a last name?
Yeah.
What's his last name?
Thomas.
Whoa. Yeah. Why did he never go by Joseph Thomas? It's kind of it.
It was the 90s, so it was like cool and hip. Joe. Lowercase Joe. Yeah,
that was lowercase his name.
Well, in the first, I think the very first album was lowercase, and I think after that everything was capitalized, like all the way, like JOE in your face.
Oh, yeah. You learn something every day.
Yeah,
that's weird.
That was the early '90s, mid '90s, and then
because you know,
thank you.
When did you graduate high school? All right, guys. So
thank you.
Because he's gonna kill me. So question number 1.
Okay.
Describe to us your creative process. Take us kind of like from the beginning, what kind of like, especially in regards to A Love Story Chapter 2. What was your creative process? And how was it different from the first EP?
Okay, so for A Love Story Chapter 2, I went a different way with recording and things like that, because it was the first A Love Story I did by myself. It was done on my own. I didn't have any help. It was all done at the crib, my own mic, all of that. So it was an easier process for me because I didn't have anybody critiquing or saying it should be this way or done this way. It was just really me in my own creative space doing music the way I wanted to do it. So this time was a little different because I had Live with me, and Live was always just like, all right, well, this is how we're going to mix it. This is how it's going to sound, blah, blah, blah. And it may not have sounded right to my ear because I'm used to a certain way my voice sounds and things like that. So we ended up compromising, and I would show him how I would mix, and then he used some of that with his own techniques to kind of make the sound that we have for the EP now. But my creative process usually is just searching for beats, and once I find a beat that just hits, I just write.
Really?
Yeah.
So if I play a beat right now, can you write something?
Probably, yeah.
Talent.
Yeah, no, I definitely if it's easier when the beat like kind of speaks to me, but if I just needed to write something, I could, yeah.
Okay. So question number 2, what inspired you to start making music? Like, take us back to that time where, you know, you've always had a love for music, so you can talk a little bit about your love for music, instruments that you played in the past.
Yeah.
But talk a little bit about what inspired you to make music.
I come from a musical family. My dad played baritone horn in Howard. My brother plays the trumpet. My other brother plays keyboard. So it was just musical family. My mother is a clarinet.
Your mom plays a clarinet?
Yeah.
Word? Can she still play?
Maybe.
Oh shit! I asked her.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
Right. And she plays drums.
Oh shit! She plays the drums.
Yeah, that's her main thing. Yeah, that was her main thing.
Oh word?
Yeah, so that you can see if she play that still.
Ooh.
But yeah. So music was always there. With me, everything is always about a girl. So I started playing my first instrument, the flute, when I was about, I'd say 8 or 9, maybe. Only because a girl was playing the flute, a girl that I had liked was playing the flute, and I didn't want to carry anything heavy, so that was the lightest instrument to have.
That's so funny. Brittany played in the band in high school, and she used to carry. I don't remember what she played.
Piccolo.
No, she didn't play that.
Oh.
I don't remember. It could have been the clarinet.
I love playing the piccolo.
Could have been a clarinet, but she would always carry it, and it had this like smashed in her locker. Like, it was so obnoxious. And then I have to carry it back and forth from Harlem to the Bronx. Yeah. I feel bad for her. I feel like she only did band for like maybe a semester. Like, I feel like it was that long.
It's not for everybody. That's a commitment. Like,
so what was your question number 3? What was your favorite instrument to play growing up?
The flute. Without a doubt. Yeah, no, without a doubt. I played it the longest. I was really good in it. I was doing NYSSMA classes. If anybody knows what NYSSMA is, it's like a, I guess in a short term, it's kind of like a grading scale on like how good you are reading music, things like that, how well you can read music, how well you play things flawlessly, things like that. And there's like levels to it. And I think I had got to at the time like 6, which was like high school level shit. I was in elementary school.
No
Yeah,
like a child prodigy.
Well, my dad made me practice 2 hours a day, every day. And I never forget, we had got this, they would give you the instrument and they would tell you to go buy this book. And you go to like Sam Ash or whatever, you buy the book. And you go to your little session every 45 minutes a day or whatever. And I promise you, maybe by the second week of having the flute, I had already finished the book. Yeah, like my dad OD. Like I had that was my dad. Like so
shout out when I had got Mr. Bostic.
Shout out to him. When I got when you get to a certain point in the book, you can be in the band. I was the youngest kid in the concert band in elementary school. Because they never let I think I was in the third grade. I don't think they let third graders in, but I was in. Because I had paid, but I had I think you got to a certain page, like page 11 or 12 or something like that, and after that you were considered like in the band. I was already like on page 30, like I had finished the book. Yeah, like okay. So from there it was that. Went all through elementary school, junior high school playing the flute. By high school I had learned a few different instruments, trumpets, saxophone. I had just got into different things because I was bored in high school and I didn't like my teacher, so I would just go and I would just do what I wanted. I would just do what I wanted.
And cut in class, so I guess.
I would do what I wanted. I would grab an instrument out the thing and I would just sit and play with it, and I would just be like, what is this? How does this? And I would figure it out. Before you knew it, I was playing the songs in that instrument. So it was just one of those things. And in the interim of all of that, I was singing too, but it wasn't like the main thing I was doing. But I was writing music. I was writing songs. But I didn't really know that was where I was gonna go. I always thought it was gonna be the band and the instrument stuff was gonna get me where I wanted to go. And of course, that's another story for another day. But I ended up when I got to college just saying, yo, I want to sing, man. I'm over this instrument shit.
Got you. All right. Question number 4.
Okay.
Like 4 horsemen.
4 horsemen.
Who's your favorite horseman?
Chris Benoit. No.
That's a valid answer.
It is. But I was just joking. But
no, you weren't.
No, Chris Benoit is my guy, but not my favorite horse. My favorite horseman. It gotta be Ric Flair, man.
His favorite horseman is Chris Benoit. And that's okay.
No, he's my favorite radical. Benoit, I love Chris Benoit.
Favorite radical?
Yeah.
Paris Saturn didn't do it for you?
No.
Dean, the man of 1,000
No.
homes?
Look at the wrestlers that I like. You think Dean Malenko?
First of all, not for nothing. Jericho.
Correct.
Benoit.
Correct.
Are all cruiserweights.
Yeah.
All the people I named before them were cruiserweights.
But that's not all. That's not the whole package.
Eddie.
Cruiserweight. Yeah, that's not the whole package.
Ray.
Though. Who?
Cruiserweight. Okay. You know what? Question number 5. Because he's obnoxious. Describe your favorite and your least favorite part about being an artist.
And my favorite part of being an artist is the recording process. I love recording. Like I love getting in the booth and just doing my thing. That's always the best because it always gives you the sound to what you have in your head. You know what I'm saying? Like you can write a song and in your head it sounds dope, but until you record it and listen to it, it's like, man, like that sounds really good. Like there's plenty of songs that I have that stopped once I started recording. Like I've had full songs written and just maybe recorded a verse and was just like, I don't like the way it sounds.
Okay.
So I'm not fucking with it. Yeah.
Okay. So your favorite's recording.
Yeah.
Least favorite part about being an artist.
The politics of it all, the bullshit. I just wish I could make music and just put it out. I don't care about the money or anything like that. I wish I could just put out music and people just listen to it and vibe to it. And it's not a competition. It's not a fight for who's the best. And I just want to put out dope music for people to listen to.
Describe yourself. Question number 6.
Okay, 6. I don't know. I don't even know if that's where we're at, but okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, I'm with you on that. I'm going for you.
I'm probably gonna say 10 twice. Who knows?
Heard you.
But question number 6, I believe.
Okay.
Now you got me questioning myself.
I don't know. What are we gonna see?
What is the biggest difference between a love story chapter 1 and a love story chapter 2?
Ooh, that's a good question. So I think a love story chapter 1, the biggest difference was the sound. I think I stayed with a traditional R&B sound with a love story chapter 1. Chapter 2, I wanted to be more current. I wanted to have a more current sound, current beats, but still my flavor. You know what I'm saying?
Tell me what's your flavor.
See, you hit that one. Yeah,
he gets on me all the time because he'll say a word. Like I have this habit of if he says
it'll be song association.
Yeah.
So I'll say something and she'll just start singing like a random song, and most of the time she gets it. Sometimes she's off.
No. It just he doesn't like the song.
No, it's not that I don't like the song. It's just be like, oh man, you can't. I'm not thinking about that right
now. The answer should have been nothing. Never.
You just gotta be honest.
Okay, wait, give me a word. That's like what we should have played with song associations, since we always do that like naturally.
All right, we'll do that next time.
Okay.
We'll do a song association.
But
okay. 1.
That's the word?
Yeah, 1.
1 + 1 = 2.
That's what you were with that?
Yeah. Okay. Actually, the original song that was in my head was One by Tyrese.
Okay. So that was in my head?
That was playing. But I was just like, we're recording and I don't want to sound crazy.
But low-key, I thought you was going to go Bright Light.
No. He's problematic.
He's problematic as fuck.
I would have never went that way.
I thought you was gonna go Brian. I don't know why. I just thought you was gonna belt out.
Low key, Tyrese is my dude. Low key,
he's
on problematic the R&B side.
He's problematic as hell. That's my guy though.
Right. Some of your musical influences. I think this is 7.
We said Joe earlier. Definitely Craig David, Musiq Soulchild, Mint Condition, Brandy.
What's your favorite Musiq Soulchild song?
Ooh.
Have you ever seen him live?
No.
He's actually really dope live.
I can imagine.
Really short.
Like that.
I'm talking about like Social Security disability short.
No.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Really?
Like a child. So that's why I was surprised.
You kept the sunglasses on?
I don't remember. That was so long ago. I actually saw him at Radio City.
Oh.
It was a Valentine's Day like
gotta
concert.
Keep the sunglasses on.
Well, he like, have I seen Neo?
Love you, Musiq Soulchild. I love you. I think you gotta keep a hat on.
That absolutely hat. Hat is a must. Like I feel like he needs to like go to bed with that.
So I don't wanna go to bed, man. It's you.
Yo, he has some songs, even though he's problematic as fuck.
Yeah,
why are question number 8? Why are all the R&B niggas problematic?
That's why they make good music. They make problematic music, and we love it.
All right. What is that? That was 8?
That was 8.
All right, 9.
9, okay.
How has the independent scene in New York City changed?
So you know what? That's a real hard question to answer because I feel like I came into the New York City scene when everything was already like changing into what it is now. So I don't really know what it was like before. You know, like I was in Georgia, even though I was still in the music scene and my music was still like primarily New York. I wasn't in it. Like the Georgia scene was trash. There's nothing to talk about there. Oh. There's nothing to talk about there at all. Like that's why I ended up doing a lot of what I did for A Love Story on my own in Georgia, because it wasn't out there. It was really like dog eat dog out there. Like people will tell you, oh, you can go out there, you'll make it. You really just have to know people out there to make it.
Number 9.
10.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I keep you around.
Correct.
10. Describe yourself in 3 words.
Strong. Musical. And loving.
I agree.
Yeah.
Hard to go. Right here. That's what made me like him a lot. He's thoughtful.
Yeah, I guess.
How you say I guess?
I'm going by your opinion. That's what you say.
Are you not thoughtful?
I could be.
Let me tell you.
I could be more.
In real lifetime. No, let me tell y'all. Mad random today, actually, as we're recording this. Earlier today, this one texted me a pair of 2 socks. And there was 1 sock for Buzz and 1 sock for Tweety. And we got them on right now. Not going to show y'all because it's on my feet. And I don't feel like doing all that shit. And yeah.
Sure.
So, but I said thoughtful because he thought of me when he got the socks. And he's done a really good job, whether if he has it or doesn't have it, to consider, everyone else before himself. So that is very thoughtful of you. It's probably why all my friends like you. Whatever. What are we at? 12?
11.
11?
Yeah.
What's harder, performing or promoting?
Performing.
Why?
There's a certain amount of
nerves. Really? Performing?
Yeah, a certain amount of nerves that go with performing.
I didn't think you were going to say that.
No, I think promoting is easy. I think people are just lazy.
Okay.
Yeah, I think performing, it comes with so much with that. You got to practice. You got to,
remember your words. Live Johnson.
Why you out him like that?
Because I want him to be better.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Shout out to Live Johnson.
Shout out to my guy, Live Johnson.
What is
an integral part of
what are we
a love story
what, a producer,
engineer,
graphic designer,
as he would call himself, a jack of all trades.
EDC, every dollar counts.
Every dollar counts. Yeah, he was an integral part in making this what it is, making a love story chapter 2 what it is, being able to tell that story. So I appreciate that.
Okay, what was it? 12?
That was 11.
No, but this is 12.
This is 12.
Okay. So I keep him. Mind you, he's the only
one. So. Yeah. And I'm about 2 numbers to forgetting.
Don't do that. I'm depending on you on this one. I'm like, please remember. I don't want to ask all these damn questions and it'll be 2 hours long. And it's like, did you not already get to 20? So the EP, A Love Story Chapter 2, how many songs is on the track?
5.
5. Which one of the 5 was the hardest to write and why?
Ooh, hardest to write? Come Home was probably the hardest to write.
Oh, okay. Talk about it a little bit.
It was just different sound, different wave. And I didn't want to sound, because it's an Afrobeats type song. So I didn't want to sound Culture Vulture-ish.
I mean, how?
I didn't want to sound like I was singing an accent or so I was very mindful of how my delivery and just really just taking a beat, like I said earlier, taking something that was different but still kind of making it my own. Okay. So that was really what made that difficult.
What was the easiest one to write? It's still a 2-part. It's not 12 yet.
Dangerous.
Why?
I wrote that in the studio. And fun fact, I wrote it backwards. Yeah. So I wrote the ending first, the middle second, and the beginning for
it's crazy? That's how I read magazines.
Yeah? Yeah, that was the first time I've ever did that.
Or maybe because, growing up, the Cosmopolitan, all the girly magazines and shit like that.
Yeah.
Even, Jet and stuff like that. All, the good shit I always felt was at the end. So I would always start at the end. So, the horoscope stories at the end. When we read, Ebony or Jet, it was always, a countdown. So it was, top 10 music to listen to or some shit. Or, artists. So, yeah, I've always, even with newspapers, for some reason, I read back to front. So that's interesting that you wrote it.
I had wrote that from literally, and that was the first time I ever did that. But once again, that was one of the songs that I wrote. I went to the studio. I told Live, I said, "Yo, Live, turn the beat on," and I had written the hook already, so I knew the hook was done. And then I was just like, "Yo, I gotta finish this. I gotta finish this today." So I just went backwards, and then when it was finished, we just recorded it like that. Recorded it from back to front.
Okay, so right from hardest. So we got the hardest, which was Come Home. And then the least hardest was Dangerous. So where does the other ones fit for you?
So from the top, we would have Come Home. Bad.
Bad was the second hardest song you wrote?
Bad was the second hardest.
Mind you, that was wasn't that the first song you wrote?
Technically Confused, but yes.
We're not counting that because that is a song.
More Than Friends. And then it would be Dangerous. Confused wasn't hard. That was just how I was feeling. So that wasn't hard. That
how did you get out of that confusion?
I wrote the song.
Oh, that's a bar.
I wrote the song. So they kind of gave me
I didn't know it was gonna come like that. I was like, man. Which track has the most meaning to you and why?
More Than Friends.
No, you're supposed to say something else. It was a trick question.
It was a trick question.
Absolutely a trick question. And he answered it the way he wasn't supposed to, but I will allow the answer still.
Yeah, no, the song is about you, so that has the most meaning to me. But if there was another song that I would choose, it would probably be Dangerous.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't know. It was something about Dangerous that when I wrote it, I knew it was something special about it.
Okay.
It was something different from what I was used to doing, and it was something real special about it. It was so special that even in the bad form that we originally had it in, like me and Live was rocking it. Like Live was like, yo, bro, what are we doing? Because it originally I wasn't using that. That was just, I just wrote that and recorded it. Like I had no real intention.
Really? You performed that before, no?
Right, but that was after we dropped it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, before then, I knew the song was special, but I didn't realize how special it was until one day. I think I was just riding on the bus, or maybe I was driving. And it just came on. I'm like, yo, this is a great song, bro. Like, what are we doing? So that's why I ended up going in the studio and finishing it the way I did, just making sure it was mixed and mastered properly.
Okay, what? I'm at 13?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe 14 now.
I don't know.
Because we did 12. That was 13. So yeah, we're at 14.
Okay. Yeah. 6 more.
So yeah, 2 more to go.
No.
Yeah.
No. 7.
Mm-hmm. We're at 14.
Yeah.
So
21.
Yeah.
21.
21 questions. And they're all about us.
Wow, I went Nivea.
Okay.
And you went 50. Okay. Of course you will.
Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that.
Queens, niggas, these days, bro. 14. What are you singing in the shower these days?
Ooh, shower singing.
Which I'm still waiting to hear, but.
Lately I've been on a Party Next Door kick. I don't know where the Party Next Door came from, but I've been on a Party Next Door.
But you've always liked it.
But that's my guy. No, that's my guy. It's my guy. But I go through in and outs. Ty Dolla $ign too. I've been hitting too.
15. If you could perform anywhere in the world, where would it be and why?
I have to go back to SOBs.
Oh, I said anywhere.
Anywhere, but I did not do SOBs justice.
Okay.
Anywhere else, it'd be a fresh slate. I've been at SOBs and I did not do it right, so I got to do it right.
What made you not do it right?
That's a story. That's a story. So, long story short, niggas wasn't prepared the way we were supposed to be prepared, and it just didn't work out. Okay. It just didn't work out. We didn't rehearse, we didn't practice, and it just didn't work out. That's the short story of the long, drawn out version of why SOBs did not pan out the way it should have. I think overall, it was good for where we were at, but definitely could have done better. Definitely.
Wait, was that the performance where all y'all was on stage?
Correct.
Okay. Michael, get over yourself.
No, what do you mean? What do you mean? Niggas forgot the words to their songs.
Okay.
So, I mean, like, you can't do that on that kind of stage.
No. Well, you can't do that on any stage.
Right, but that was SOBs. Like, niggas
right,
touched
SOBs really like a
thing? Niggas have,
I've
niggas
only
have
gone to SOBs
touched SOBs. That's
J26. 10th anniversary show.
Yeah, nah. SOBs is a legendary spot. Like really? Everybody goes there. Like every big names will perform there.
All right. Yeah, you got something every day. Yeah. 16.
Okay.
What is it about music that makes it a love for you?
I think I'm able to express myself in music better or more comfortably. And I feel like I always have. I feel like I've always been able to express myself very comfortably through music. And so I think that's why it's always been something for me that I'll never truly like let go. Even if I just say, yo, I'm not doing this singing shit no more, it's like the music will always be there. It'll always be there. So no, I think it's just that was like a main thing, was like I'm able to express myself in a way that I can't just do with words or writing something on paper.
All right. 17. I already know the answer, low-key. If you could bring back one departed musician, who would it be and why?
Michael Jackson.
I don't even know why I asked so that y'all know, but I already knew the answer.
Yeah, no, they killed my man.
Okay. That's a different episode. It's not this. So
you got to get a redo.
I think Michael had a life. Like, no, let's not do that. That redo. He doesn't need a redo. He didn't
have the life he wanted. He had a life that he wanted, but he really didn't have the life that he wanted.
So how come it was, I don't want to say easier for Janet, but how come it was easier for her to kind of like on her own as the baby?
Because she wasn't on tour at 5 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like all these niggas knew was women and sex on the road. I think that's just Jackson's, because but that's what I'm saying. But at 8 years old, my nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? So like,
that's how I felt
for her. She got into acting first. That's a different world.
When I had watched that Whitney movie, I didn't know she had, was it Jermaine? She was fucking with.
I was one of them niggas.
One of them, but I was like, wait a minute, Jackson was out here.
Yeah, he was wilding.
I hate myself.
Better.
That's not. That is not it. Not here.
She them cheekies. Then she go to sleepies.
Okay, so background to. So it actually goes into a question.
Okay.
Or telling everyone like some of your hobbies outside of music. But we watched this YouTube. Shout outs to Tones Reactions.
Facts.
One of my low-key favorite YouTube channels
just
right now.
Just a hilarious
But
guy.
he does reactions to Cheaters episodes.
And it's
gold. So make sure, listen, this is a cheap plug for him, but he deserves all the credit in the world because he's so dope.
Right.
Tones Reaction.
It's on YouTube.
On YouTube.
I tell people all the time, and I've told her this too. I was like, he is like how to market yourself 101.
Yeah, because he starts the episode the same.
Every episode
ends it the same.
Every episode. And you can see the progression from like, if you watch it, like from when he started, like, because he only been doing it for like a year. So you see from the beginning to like where he is now, as far as like videos and how he presents the video and stuff like that. It's like definitely, even though it's still like basic shit, mad basic.
And the thing, so I'm waiting for the one episode where he actually shows his face. Like all you hear is his voice, and he's from Baltimore, so he has that accent, and it's just but it's so.
But it works well. So good. His commentary is perfect. Like, yeah.
Someone's looking for you.
Somebody looking for you. It's the guys.
Guys. Right. Unless y'all want to be a part of the show right now, chill out. What was that? 17, so it's 18. What do you want people to learn from A Love Story Chapter 2 about you?
About me.
It's hard when you talk about yourself.
No, that's a really good question. Learn about me. I don't think I make music as far as having people learn something about me because I think it's my story. So I think what you take from the story that I'm telling, you may resonate with it, you may not. I just think that by the end of it all, everybody will understand that everybody goes through these things. Like the story is a typical love story, pretty much, but it's just you go through it differently. The ending may be the same, may not be, but everybody goes through their own love story, and this is just mine.
So weird because I'm a part of it. I'm here like, hey now, 18.
Okay.
Name an artist you would love to collaborate with in the next year.
Ooh.
Or 2.
An artist.
If I give him a year time, it's pressure, and he don't do well like this.
No, I'm gonna do better this year with the
okay.
pressure shit. An artist I'd like to work with this year. Yo, you know who I lead on a Michael Bostic track? Live fucking Johnson.
Oh.
I don't have Live Johnson on a Michael Bostic track.
Really?
It's never happened.
I think it'd be cool if your next project, though, the song that he does do, you both are like rapping like text something. I think that's different.
Yeah.
That's like low-key one of my faves on Live Johnson's album.
Yeah.
Because I've never heard somebody rapping. Ooh. The first time I heard it, I was like, who is that? It don't even sound like Michael Bostic, but it is.
I mean,
how did you switch it up? Because, so Michael goes through these stages of voices that you guys maybe not know because you may not know him personally like that. But when I first met him, he was giving me WBLS voice.
I can still do that.
He still does it. On Tax Something, he rapping. So he sound like he a Queens nigga from the South Side. So it's weird.
I could do that too.
He sings.
Yeah.
So it's like Mick Foley. It's like
Three Faces of Foley.
You got regular Mike, then you got WBLS Mike, and then you got Southside Mike. It's weird. That's a really great analogy, by the way.
It was. Pat yourself out like that. Yeah, you got that one. That was a great one.
That was a good one. Had to tie that on in.
Yeah.
I'm actually really proud of myself for that. What was that? So now we're at 19. What has been your biggest career highlight so far?
Career highlight. Ooh. You know what it would be for me? Putting this project out.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. I think all the performances I've done are just not downplaying them, but like I think they were all necessary as an artist. You know what I'm saying? That's what you have to do. But the what it took for me, the energy that it took for me to put this project out, and the blood, sweat, and tears, and time, and all of that, like this will be like the highest. Like,
oh
yeah,
we are here. What was that? That's 19. So 20.
20.
I got 2 more.
Yeah, 2 more.
Woo! What's next for Michael Bostic? Are we getting a trilogy?
Yes.
Are we getting a joint project?
Yes.
What? You supposed to wait until I finish the answer.
Okay.
But he'd already done the answer though. Okay, so talk a little bit about your future plans and where do you see?
So I plan on working on chapter 3 as soon as possible. As soon as we get through this promo run and everything.
What's going to be the direction of that one?
Well, we're in it, are we? So I think for me, the idea that I have is I want it to have more of a like live sound to it. So I've been listening to beats that have more orchestration and instrumentation to it as opposed to just loops and sounds. So I've been listening to that. That's where I want to take it. But I also wanted A Love Story Chapter 2 to be a whole rap album. So
what?
Yeah.
So prior to 2020, you wanted your next project to be just a whole rap album?
It was either that. So when I had planned it, I was gonna do just rapping, and then when I came home, everything I was recording was really sad. So I was like, that's not happening. But then I met you and everything started getting happy. So that was cool. But I needed a mix. I needed a variety. So
well, knock on wood that we don't have any issues, so that it's not sad, it's happy.
No, but happy. I the ending is gonna be a happy ending. Oh. It's gonna be a happy ending. It has to be.
I will actually give you the 21st question. You can ask me a question.
How do you feel
about anything?
How do you feel now that this is over?
Woo! Thank you, Jesus.
You've been here since the beginning.
So so as I mentioned in the beginning, and we're gonna wrap up now. As I mentioned in the beginning, when I met Sir Michael Bosstick back in 2020, pandemic style, and I told him that's funny. We actually spoke about this earlier.
You did.
When he first came over, mind you, he was scared to come over my house. Like I was gonna kill him, my son. But not realizing that if we were still in a pandemic and going places
I was not even thinking about
thing at that moment. So when he first came over, at Loki, I think we kind of played this without like saying we were playing it because it was kind of like our first time hanging out. And at the moment he mentioned music and him wanting to do a project, I kind of forced him into it and said, well, you have to give a date. Like, if there's no date, what are we doing? And he picked a date, and granted, the date has moved twice.
It moved a whole bunch more than that.
But you modestly twice. Yeah. But it was, I did it so that it was the push that I think he needed. I think he was just in a stuck kind of, like, not I don't want to say writer's block or any of that, but
it was definitely writer's block. No, you got to remember, I wasn't in that chapter yet. Like I wasn't I wasn't like everything that I recorded that's on this project came after you.
Yeah. So me pushing him, be like, all right, you got to do this, you got to do this. And then jokingly, I was like, no one's ever written me a song. Which is, I probably think alive. Do think it has happened maybe. But no one has really written me a song. So I challenged him jokingly, was like, I bet you can't write me a song. And then a song came. And then another song came. And then another song came. But all in all, I'm just as excited for you. It's an accomplishment for you. I think it is time for you to get those flowers. And it was kind of the reason why I wanted to do the interview. Because anyone else could have done it. Any of the boys could have done it. Whatever. But I wanted to have fun, but I also wanted to congratulate you on this project. It has not been easy by a long shot. I got him to cry, even though he won't admit that he cried. He did shed a tear when I got them beats. He did.
Okay. That's what we're going to go with?
That's a lie.
I will not confirm nor deny.
Oh, whatever. But no, just being a part of the project, whether it's on like the song or just being in his presence and seeing his
she's been in the studio with
his creative process. Yeah, like I've seen him sing live, I've seen him sing in the studio. It was just always important for me to support him in any which way. And I think that was just important, regardless of our relationship status. Like, he didn't know me a hole in the wall, and I didn't really know him, but I was team Michael Bosstick from day one. So for me, it was never like, it has to be a song about me on the album. I just wanted him to have his own journey and his own path into figuring out the sound that he wanted for the album. Listening to it is really, really personal. It's really dope. It is a different vibe. I think, compared to the first chapter, which is really good because you can see the growth, you can see the progression in things whenever you do.
Even him, my voice has changed a lot. My voice has changed. Yeah, I gotta remember, I originally recorded a love story in 2016.
So now we're 7 years later. Yeah, a lot of change. Yeah. But no, it's a really good thing. So we're gonna end this off by you can give your shout outs, where to find the EP. The EP comes out Friday, February 10th to 2023.
Yeah.
So the floor is yours.
So yeah, Love Story Chapter 2 will be out on Friday. It should be on all. I don't know if it'll be on all DSPs on Friday, but it will be on the main one. So I'm thinking Apple Music and Spotify should have it. I'm almost certain Tidal will be the last to get it because Tidal's usually the last to get music. So if you're a Tidal user, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'll just want to shout out you, Janelle from HR over here for just fucking with your boy the way you have been with this project. Shout out Live Johnson, just being my right hand man and just making sure that we get this together, man. Shout out to everybody who's been in my corner, Brooklyn Black, Suplex Sparrow,
you only got
Jabba Tears family.
You got only one feature on this
album.
Yeah,
I was getting to all of that.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. My bad. Yeah. I'll stay over here with my bun.
Thank you. Everybody was giving me words of encouragement to just push me through. Shout out to, once again, as she said, the one and only Coney Brooks, who's graced his presence on my album. I thank him for that. We had a nice little chat this morning. But no, I appreciate him for blessing me on Come Home. Yeah, and just anybody who's wants to work, I'm always open to work.
Where can they find you?
Everywhere. Y'all know _
Is that the worst thing when Michael you end Bostic. The show? It's like
_ Michael Bostic. _ Hill Classic.
It's not.
It used to be.
Oh, and then you changed it when you felt really hillish. Yeah. But that wraps up our 21 questions. He cheated asking me not a real question as the 21st question.
No, that was a valid question.
But it was pertaining to the topic at hand, which is a love story. Chapter 2 comes out 2/10/23. Make sure to follow Michael Bostic on all social media platforms. Spotify
_ Hill Classic
_ Hill Classic.
And Michael Bostic on all streaming platforms. Go listen to A Love Story Chapter 1 before Chapter 2 drops, so you are all caught up.
You know what? That's not a bad idea.
You're all caught up.
That is not a bad idea. But this has been fun. We haven't done this in a while.
Nah, so trying to bring the game like that.
Yeah, we're gonna try because we actually want to stream.
Yeah, we probably gonna get some Uno and stuff like that on the PlayStation. So it's gonna be a little different.
Well, we're gonna try to work it out maybe, once a quarter.
Something like that.
Because we be busy.
Mad busy.
For no reason.
Jabba Slam coming.
How did he turn it in about me? It's not about me. But now that WWE has announced with SummerSlam, the date for that, I can now worry about that. So,
Detroit.
Thank you.
We'll be seeing you there.
Hotel booked. But as always, I'm Janelle from HR formerly of the Jabba Tears podcast, but Michael Bostic's #1 fan.
She's not formerly of the Jabba Tears podcast. She is of the Jabba Tears podcast.
Like Funaki, #1.
#1.
All right, guys. Make sure to listen to him. Put your one down. That wasn't the one I was going for. Oh shit, that was one though.
I know.
Maybe the next game we should play a song association because we do that.
That was one.
Yeah.
Oh, you missed that one.
No, I didn't.
Nah, you did.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Surely did not.
Heard you.
But thank you guys for tuning in and joining us. Until next time.
Peace.